Yo guys, howdy, how you doing? Um I want to say that I haven't been on here for a minute. And when I say a minute, I meant like 3 days. I do have previous uploads. If you are currently trying to collect all the memory shards in Hyperscape, I do have a video each I do have a video for each shard that is out right now. I believe that they're on shard 1.5. Um, so yeah, if you want to go and check out those videos, I'll have their links in the description below. But other than that, we're here to talk about patch 1.1. Is the first patch that Hyperscape has released to us thus far, and it arguing I would damn near say that this is a very, very big patch, people. A very big patch. So I think I'm gonna start a new series on this channel called the Seamstress. Um, as you all know, Seamstress, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or if I can pronounce it right, but Seamstress, they really involve themselves with sewing or patchwork, and here we have the patch 1.1 for Hyperscape, and in other games they are called patches or updates, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna call them patches because there are patches in the games that need to be fixed. So that's why I'm calling this series the Seamstress. Alright, so without further ado, let's go and give this patch a good wallop. Alright, so I gathered the key highlights of this patch. So let's go over it. If you want to read the patch notes, I do have them up on screen. You can always pause the video and read it that way if you so choose. But until then, let's get into it. Alright, so the key features in Hyperscape for this patch is the aim response curve. So they added a new feature for console players because they were getting a lot of complaints saying that it was really hard to aim for people. If you watch one of my videos, I'll have that link in the description below, where I actually said that Ubisoft made a really good game, but it's really hard to aim for people because there's so high mobility in this game. So they added the response curve, which is the classic curve and the linear curve. Classic is default, which is the regular aiming that Hyperscape already has, and then the aim acceleration, which is on. They do have a toggle for on and off. It's on by default. Choosing the linear curve will create a direct link between inputs and aim speed. Disabling aim acceleration will remove the inertia from your aim movement and create a more predictable aim. You can now access your player profile and several lifetime stats from the Hall of Champions portal and the Hyperscape Hub. In the profile tab, Ubisoft is planning on extending this feature in the future. Player reporting, from the elimination screen. You can now report players from the elimination screen. The weapons that have got a touch up in this patch are the Hexfire, Mammoth Protocol, Salvor, and Riot 1. The Hexfire clip has decreased in this patch. Is now 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 for every fusion that you do. Previously it was 150, 180, 210, 240, and 270, which in my honest opinion, I don't know why this even made out of the testing stage, because 270 for a clip size, come on now, Ubisoft, that's a lot of bullets. I've never played a game that had that many clip size, that had that big of a clip size. And they also reduced the overall aim assist with the Hexfire. So for us console players, I would definitely see there will be a new meta. Seeing how Hexfires will definitely took a hefty nerf to them, and Ubisoft did say that they will be monitoring the game progression with this patch just to see if these patchwork works will actually be substantial and balance out the game. Alright, so the next weapon is the Mammoth. Damage, it has took a damage nerf. The damage across all fusions now are 44445 when previously it was 55557. They increased the clip size now to 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for every fusion that you do. Previously it was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The protocol, I comment below if you've ever been sniped from a person that wasn't even in the fight or nowhere near the fight, but yet you got sniped and one-shotted. But the protocol got a damage fall off nerf after 150 meters plus. The damage will fall also that you won't get one shot anymore from a person that had no business shooting at you in the first place. They also added a lens flare when aiming at contenders. So if you're aiming at a contender with the protocol, that contender will be able to see you aiming at them, kind of like the glare that you see in Call of Duty. It's definitely Call of Duty Warzone. Great feature right there. The the grenade launcher reduced grenade rebound by 20% to make them more predictable, and proximity detonation radius is 0.7. Now I think this is the one that's gonna hurt my heart the most. The right one has received a damage nerf, only because it's too good of a weapon at killing, which is beyond me. But yeah, the devs were saying that it's too good of a opening and a closing for fights, so they nerfed this gun. The damage across all fusions is 25, 27, 29, 32, 36 now, while previous is 26, 28, 31, 40, 34, and 38. The game modes and the systems now has changed too. So due to I guess unanimous decision, console players have found it harder to get the crown bearer, which is, I don't know how that's possible, but to get the crown bearer, and while PC players just find it just fine, but this fix is solely because of console players. But crown bearer cooldown for their hex are now 300%. So if you get the crown and you're trying to like do slam followed up by invincibility, that will be that much harder for you to do because your cooldowns are so much longer and you won't be able to chain your hex together. Crown victory timer is now 60 seconds instead of 45 seconds, and the crown bearer outline is now yellow and the previous was red. They toned down aim assist too. Controller aim assist setting is now a slider from 0 to 100 and not just an on and off option. Aim assist for PC controllers has been reduced too. Alright, so for the last little bits, we got the hacks. Fixed an issue where challenges requiring eliminations or assists would not progress or complete when using the mine hack. Gameplay, fixed an issue where picking up weapons from the ground will sometimes cause them to disappear. Fixed an issue where contenders would sometimes get stuck under the map before the eliminated screen appear at the end of a match. So that was all for patch 1.1. It was definitely a huge load that Ubisoft dropped on us. I'm actually happy that the Hexfire has gotten nerfed, because I cannot tell you how many teams I've ran into where their gun that they have on them right now is a Hexfire, and it's 3 of them. So what you seen in those clips that I gave you is is more or less how console economy is. It's just people with hex fires everywhere, and you can't beat them, so you join them. But I definitely do have faith in this patch, seeing how they buff the Sovo in response to nerfing the Hexfire. Those two guns will be definitely countering each other in the future meta of Hyperscape. Sovo, just for the sheer fact that it does so high amount of damage close range. But other than that, that wraps up my video. It's literally getting on the longer side, my first longer video. But if you have any questions, comment down in the section below. Like, comment, subscribe, and always share this video with your friends. And have a look at my other videos. Peace, guys. Have an Oba day.